Hey there, folks. Redshirts here, and we're going to be talking about the Switch 2 after the direct from yesterday, and what I've been able to find that is confirmed about this, because there was a lot of information they didn't share in the direct that we're going to share right here, or at least say that, hey, they announced that, but you got to look into the website. So, without further ado, first of all, important thing, probably a lot of people saw this already, June 5th. Going to be released on the June the 5th. Good one. Good on you. I'm going to talk about pricing for the control for the Switch once now, because there's not 100% certainty there yet on all fronts. I've seen American prices be all but almost certainly confirmed for $450 for the standard bundle and $500 for the one with Mario Kart World. Other countries haven't seen the same confirmation yet, or if there's going to be an inflation because tariffs and other stuff, and I don't know. So, with that out of the way, we're going to go straight into hardware. All right, so obviously it's going to be slightly more powerful. We're going to go into order for some things, so I'm not going to go into too much detail there because we do not know exactly what chip is in there. The LCD screen is going to be bigger than the original Switch, 7.9 inch, about 1.6 times bigger than the original one. It is full HD, 120 hertz in handheld or tabletop mode. It's brighter, and it has HDR support. So a bit like the PlayStation Portal with the very bright LCD screen, because it's LCD, not OLED. But in this case, I don't think it's really that big of a deal on handheld. So I'm very excited for that. The dock. A lot of speculation has been going around about that. They have confirmed 4K 60 frames per second support for games that do support it. I mean, there's going to be upscaling for certain unsupported games, not all of them. I'm not 100% sure what was going on there. Couldn't find anything about that specifically. There's a fan included to keep it cool, so it does do some work for you. In the Nintendo Direct, they also showed WQHD 1440p, so monitor resolution support, which I am a massive fan of because honestly, I play a lot on my monitor, and yeah, 4K is not gonna be interesting enough for the distance I'm at. Also, on 1440p, it also supports 120 hertz. Yes. Through the dock. Yeah. Also, it has a variable refresh rate support and auto low latency AL something, so it can also turn your TV into game mode instantly if you connect. The Joy-Cons, they connect magnetically, have a button to interrupt the magnetic circuit. There's a C button, there's a chat button on their Gamechat. We're going to go into that later. The Joy-Con can function as a mouse for certain games, for strategy or shooters, for example. We've seen Sid Meier's Civilization use that. Also, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Also, Mario Party Jamboree Switch 2 Edition. Those are some games that I've seen that supported, for example. The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con, so on the top of them, use them like these, are bigger now and made of steel, much sturdier. Bigger joysticks, words, and the wrist strap, which I honestly never freaking use, are actually useful now because they give you a bigger surface for mouse functionality. So yeah, gotta be keeping those around because I don't want to scratch stuff with that. Storage, big update. Instead of the 32 from the original one, it's a 256 gigabytes of much faster UFS, they said, memory. One big complaint from my side, yes, micro SD support, but only micro SD express cards. Old micro SDs that you used in the Switch before, no support. On one hand, I understand it, because they need faster memory, probably for faster loading times, a bit like with the PlayStation and their SSDs. But that's SSDs, not micro SD cards. This feels like a bit of a, we want to go cheap, but not durable, but we're going to go fast, so you got to spend extra. A bit of mixed feeling there, but we'll see. Speakers apparently are better tuned. 3D sound is supported on the device. They were already talking about a required update. The thing's not even out yet, and you need to update it for the sound, so probably it's also already in production, and this came out later. No, it doesn't matter. Update free. Doesn't matter. Sturdy kickstand with a big range all the way from left to right, big metal kickstand, so that's good. We have 2 USB-C ports, one for normal charging or dock connection, and the other one at the top for either charging when it's in table mode, on your chest when you're in bed, from the top or whatever, or connecting USB-C accessories, like a webcam. We're gonna go into that later. Um, there's a noise cancelling mic on the top in the Switch itself. Apparently, it's good enough to hear your voice from across the room and just filter that out. We're gonna see if it actually does go like that. They say it is, but yeah. They say HD Rumble 2 might be better, might not be. I've seen stuff floating around that certain games, I forgot the name, 1-2 Switch, I think it was, or something else, needs the original Joy-Con because the Rumble's less strong, less powerful, so I'm not sure there. Amiibo support has been confirmed, so NFC is included. Wi-Fi 6, also good. And the battery has, apparently, according to Nintendo, lasts for 2 to 6.5 hours, 6.5, with 3 hours of charging, so it's okay, depending on what you play. Sometimes you might want to have it connected while you play, but yeah. Separate accessories so far, official ones. So we have the Switch camera. The Switch 2 apparently does support other USB-C cameras, but you can only know that when you connect them to the Switch 2 when you have it, and you can test every function in the settings menu, apparently. They don't give away like, oh yeah, that's supported or that's supported, because they want to sell their own, I'm assuming. Has functions like it has functions in Gamechat, so you can see, you put yourself out there. It has functions in games like in Mario Party Jamboree, where you can actually play a game with it. It has apparently decent brightness sensor, privacy shutter included, and a stand. It has a viewing angle of 110 degrees. Yeah, not bad. There's a charging grip for the Joy-Cons. Nothing new. We knew that from the old Joy-Con things. Pro controller, difference from the old one. Chief chat button, and there is back buttons on there. Otherwise, they looks kind of the same. Steering wheel set, just like with the old old Switch. The dock itself is also separately available. Also, 2 USB ports 2.0, HDMI, LAN included, also good, and power USB-C on the back. They have a case coming, a travel case, nothing too fancy. You can buy the straps separately. Nothing weird there. I'm gonna scroll down my list here because there's quite a few things I needed to put down before I forget anything. Gamechat. For Gamechat, which you can do like 4 players at the same time. 4 people can chat at the same time, including you. So that's 3 on you. You need Switch Online for that. Except you don't at the start. It's free until March 31st, 2026. So just under a year. You can either send out just your voice, you can share your gameplay with the voice, you can share gameplay with video, and you can send just video of you with, of course, voice. You can also mute yourself separately in between if you get a call or you need to talk to someone else, stuff like that. So yeah, and that all works through the C button on the controller / Joy-Con / whatever. Yeah. So, some games. They announced a few new games. So, Mario Kart World, big open one, is available at launch. Donkey Kong Bonanza, July 17th, new big open world Donkey Kong game. Dragon Drive, some people might not like it, but I found it interesting. Just mouse controls, you can sweep it around, and you basically play wheelchair basketball with that. So you can wee. You get the point. There's trailers out there. Go look. I find it interesting. Don't know. We'll see. They announced Welcome Tour on July 5th on launch. Very mixed feelings. Looks very fun. Looks very small. Getting to know your Switch, information, and getting to know all the things. They said it's paid. That's the kind of thing you include with the console, or you don't make it all. If you just want to sell it, it's gonna flop hard. Just include it or don't. Maybe it gets to go with Switch Online. I don't know, but then we have Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment in the winter of 25. That's Koei Temco. It's the one where you fight a lot of enemies at the same time. Not the basic Zelda games. Not my cup of tea, but eh. And there is Kirby Air Riders. They showed a very short teaser, a bit Mario Kart-like, I'm assuming. There has been an Air Riders game already, but I haven't played that ever. And that's for 2025 somewhere. I'm not sure when, where. Then there are Switch 2 upgrade games. There's two different categories there: free updates and paid upgrades. The free updates, the games included are, I'm gonna ramble off a list here: Super Mario 3D World, Mario Odyssey, Zelda Link's Awakening, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, Toad Treasure Tracker, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Game Studio 51 Worldwide Games, ARMS, Big Brain Academy, Brain vs. Brain, and then Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. These free updates include resolution, frame rate, support for Gameshare, and more than that, it differs per game. Resolution and frame rates, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, make it happen. That's the only reason you should do an update. Thank you. Finally. Sorry, that was a sore point there. Then you have the paid upgrades, for Kirby Forgotten World, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and Mario Party Jamboree, Metroid Prime 4, and Legends ZA from Pokemon. You can all buy these separately, completely for Switch 2, nothing else. If you already have the Switch version, you can buy an upgrade pass, which, okay, I've seen hard evidence that these are going to be like $20 in the US. I've not seen, again, any other prices yet. Not gonna go into that anymore. But these are paid because they include more than just frame rates or resolution. They include extra new content, story-based content, functions with the Nintendo apps, stuff like that. So they are actually giving you something extra. Although Legends ZA seem to be just the performance, so we'll see about that. I'm just gonna buy the thing straight for Switch 2 if I ever get it, you know. Switch Online and Classics. We have very short and sweet. Full access to the Switch Online stuff. And if you have the expansion pass, you have Switch 2, you get GameCube Classics. I am psyched. Gimme. Gameshare. So the Switch 2 can send out games, certain games that are supported, locally and online for multiplayer games. So if one person has a game, they can send out a copy for that multiplayer session only, and they can play with people. For locally, you can use the Switch 2 and the normal Switches and the lights. For online, through Gamechat, you can only use the Switch 2. Very important. Only the Switch 2 can share those games. The Switch can only receive. Very important. The local list for this: Mario Party Jamboree, Big Brain Academy, Brain vs. Brain, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser Fury, 55 Worldwide Games, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, Super Mario Odyssey. Those are the local games you can send out and play through Gamechat. So online, very cool. Every of those games except Jamboree. Apparently, for some reason that will be too expensive too big, something like that. So yeah, very cool, very interesting, very demure. All right, bundles. There are some bundles out there that are going to be coming. Standard Switch 2, console dock, Joy-Cons, Joy-Con holder, power supply, and HDMI. Just basically what you got with the first Switch, only Switch 2. And then there's one bundle that's been announced as the Mario Kart World bundle. Same as the other one, Power Mario Kart World digitally. Very important. All your old controllers that you can use on the Switch 2 can be used on the Switch with either adapters if they're wired, directly if they're wired, or wirelessly. But they don't have the option to put the console into sleep mode or to get them out of sleep mode. Sorry, that's what it was. And there's no chat option, so you have to go through the menu to access the chat options. Games that are not compatible. A lot of the Switch games, really a lot of the Switch games are compatible with Switch 2. There's about 20% of Nintendo games and partner games that will not work out of the box, and they won't work. Those games, for example, need stuff that it is a different system, and it just doesn't seem to work. For example, Labo Toy-Con 4 VR kit doesn't work because the Switch doesn't fit in the VR headset. It's too big. It doesn't work. Others have issues that Nintendo is working on. There's beside those 20%, there are games that just work, and there's the degradation there. Some don't boot, and they're looking into it. Some boot but have issues after that. They're looking into that as well. there are also games that need original Switch Joy-Cons to work. For example, not for example, I'm going to list them all. Ring Fit, Labo Toy-Con 2, 1, and 3. So the vehicle kit, ride kit, and robot kit. 1, 2 Switch, Switch Sports, Game Builder Garage, Kawasaki's Brain Training, WarioWare Move It, and Everybody 1, 2 Switch. The reasons you need these are either the Joy-Cons are too big and they cannot connect to anything. For example, for Ring Fit into the ring, the new ones can't connect, or the cardboard boxes are too big, and the new Joy-Cons do not have an IR sensor, for example, for 1, 2 Switch, and several other games as well. So yeah, that's all the information I could find out there right now. I might have missed something, but that's the information I could find. And yeah, there's going to be more as well. On the 17th of April, there will be another direct, but specifically for Mario Kart World. But yeah, again, I didn't talk about prices. I'm not going to talk about prices in here. This is announced. This has been confirmed, and I just wanted to make it an information type video. So yeah, hope you had something interesting to find in here, and I will see you all later. Bye bye.